Hey everyone, how's it going? Puntastic77 here, coming to you with some TF2. Hope you're doing well. I am playing as the spy. There's two clips in this video here. I'm going to be playing as the spy in the first one with the regular butterfly knife, the cloak and dagger, and the l'étranger. And in the next clip, I'll be playing as heavy, and I'll talk about that more when that comes up here. We're playing a little bit of Barn Blitz here, just, getting back in the swing of things here in the new year. And what I wanted to talk about, really, was the Consumer Electronics Show, or CES. It just happened in Las Vegas last weekend here, and basically, if you don't know what it is, it's a electronics show that they unroll like the new gadgets and technology coming out for 2016, or the year that it's going to be doing it for. I'm not the biggest follower of technology news. I don't actively look like, well, what's Sony going to be putting out, or what's Samsung going to be doing, or what's the new Apple Watch going to be like. I'm very much so like, oh, if I see a product that kind of suits my needs, then I'll go out and purchase it. I don't really go buy things that are extravagant or unnecessary. But one thing that did really catch my eye that a lot of people in the quote-unquote gaming community are talking about is the new Oculus Rift and the price point that they set for it here, and how upset people are about that. So I want to talk about a little bit about that, and how the price point is very high, but it's not shocking. Like, it shouldn't be something that we should be so surprised about. Now, there's a lot of reasons why people are upset and why they think the price point is a little bit too high, but we'll talk about all that. So, the first thing is, for a little bit of background, what is the Oculus Rift? What the heck am I talking about here? So the Oculus Rift is like the company that's on the forefront here, or the product that's on the forefront of virtual reality technology. There's a lot of places doing it. I saw this Vice documentary video on a virtual reality studio in Colorado that basically set up a bunch of obstacles with some green screen technology, and they programmed a virtual reality set so that you're playing a first-person shooter in a kind of like paintball-esque setting. So it's got a lot of obstacles and things like that, and you basically see this stuff on the ground and you're shooting at it, and it's very hyper-realistic here. And I believe they might be using the Oculus Rift headset in that demo here. So the Oculus Rift is this virtual reality headset that people have been experimenting to do online gaming with, and they've done a lot of demos for the last few years. I've seen people testing it out and buying developer kits for it, just making some really amazing stuff. Now, it's not obviously at the point where we'd like it to be as consumers. We see movies and things like that, and we see virtual reality as like, oh, this is going to be the next big thing here. And we've been saying that for a long time. We, as in society, as in general. I remember when I was younger, I thought the biggest technology thing in a movie that I'm like, I can't wait until this is real, is Skype. I remember when I was a kid, I would always laugh at movies that had people talking to a screen, and they were video communicating with you. I'm like, that's impossible. There's no way people can do that. That's not how life works, And then once I saw Skype, I was like, okay, well, I'm basically going to shut up now. Oh, and just really quick, I'm going to interject myself here and say that it's going to be switching to the heavy gameplay here. I was trying a little bit of Spy in the other one here, just because I haven't played Spy in a long time, and I've been watching a lot of Mr. Paladin videos, and he's just an amazing spy and just knows how to really look at things objectively playing Spy. So hopefully I can mimic some of his tasks here and get to that. Anyways, back to computer technology stuff. So at the CES, at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, they set the price point for the Oculus Rift. I don't know if it was an alpha or beta or whatever it was, but now it's kind of like the finished product. I think it was like $500 is what they said. Because before they said, oh, it's going to be $300 and you get everything. So, but now they said it's going to be like $599 or $500 plus $50 for this. It's basically a lot more than we anticipated it to be, or at least what they said it's going to be. But the thing is this is one of the first of its kind, and it's going to require people to buy it at this price point for any progress to be made. So, for example, I watched this documentary one time when I was in college about the death of the electric car. And yes, we've seen the electric car with like the Tesla and the Chevy Volt make its return, in the last like 5-10 years. But there was a point in like the early 80s where someone had created an electric car in Los Angeles, and it was doing really well. 0 emissions, fully electronic, could go to 60 miles an hour. Nobody bought it though. Like only a few people did. They even started a club just to like say that we're in the electric car club here, and it didn't do too well. And you can say that the oil companies are keeping them down, blah blah. But I think after a while, I hope that the electric car will get back. But the thing is at the time, a lot of people didn't support it. They didn't buy it because they saw it was impractical. They saw it was a little bit overpriced, and they didn't buy it at that high price point. Same thing with the Oculus Rift now, is that people see this as like, oh, it's unnecessary, it's not as good, the video quality is not as good, it's not really that great right now. Why the hell am I going to buy it? I'm just going to wait until other people buy it, and then I'll buy it when it's in a really polished form here. No, trust me, I made a video previously where I talked about the same thing. I am a late adopter of technology, and I only get things when I'm really, really sure that they are like a good piece of technology, not an experimental thing. So, for example, I waited until the iPhone 4 to get an iPhone. Now, a lot of people had the original iPhone, they had the iPhone 3G, 3GS, all the other things. I still had like a shitty BlackBerry with no internet for the longest time. Maybe I had that phone for 4 or 5 years, and then I switched to an iPhone 4. This was like 2008, 9, no, 2000, no, yeah, 2012 is when I got the iPhone 4, I believe. Anyways, I'm on a Samsung Galaxy S5. I love the phone, and I'm at the point now where I saw the Samsung exhibit at the Computer Electronics Show online and Twitter and stuff like that. And they didn't talk about the Samsung Galaxy S5, which is what I'm most excited for. Coming in February is what they're rumored to say. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I am excited to buy it at the beginning here. I never buy products at the beginning when they first come out, and that's like a huge deal to me. Is I usually wait for it. So going back to the Oculus Rift in gaming, for us to get better VR headsets in the future here, for us to get the quality better, to get a lot more immersion, we are going to need to buy it at this price point. Now, I'm not going to go out and buy the Oculus Rift. I have no desire to. I got a free version of Google Cardboard, and I love it because it works for my Android. And the apps on there are amazing, very educational, all that kind of stuff. If you don't know what I'm talking about with the Google Cardboard, check it out. And that's the video here. Let me know what you think about Oculus Rift and the price point. Thank you all for watching so much.